welcome to the fourth video of the bantamweight boxing title history. So we went from Luke Pinter getting beat. So Luke Pinter winning actually his last defence, and then he had to relinquish the title because of injuries for a motor incident. Great shame. So September the 1st, 1983, Albert Davila wins by KO against Francisco Kiko Bajines from Mexico in Los Angeles for the vacant title. Then May 26th, 1984, Albert Davila wins in 11th round, referee stopping the match, against Enrique Sanchez from Dominican Republic in Miami, Florida. February 1985, the WBC stripped Davila as he failed to defend. So, May the 4th, 1985, Daniel Zaragoza from Mexico wins by disqualification in the 7th round against Freddie Jackson. From the US in Aruba. So that's a vacant title. Then we got April the 9th, Miguel Happy Laura, they call him. August the 9th, 1985, Miguel Happy Laura wins on points over 12 rounds on points against Daniel Zaragoza. I was getting them muddled up, was all right, yeah. So wins on points over 12 rounds in Miami, Florida. Then we got February the 8th, 1986, Miguel Happy Laura wins on points over 12 rounds against Wilfredo Vasquez from Puerto Rico in Miami, Florida. August the 23rd, 1986, Miguel Laura wins in the 6th round. Referee stops the fight against Enrique Sanchez from Dominican Republic in Miami, Florida. Then we got November the 15th, 1986, Miguel Laura wins on points over 12 rounds against Albert Davila in Barranquilla, Colombia. Then July the 25th, 1987, Miguel Happy Laura from Colombia wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the match against Antonio Avelar from Mexico in Miami, Florida. Then we got November the 27th, 1987, Miguel Happy Laura from Colombia wins on points over 12 rounds against Ray Minas from Bahamas in Miami, Florida. April the 30th, 1988, Miguel Happy Laura from Colombia wins on points over 12 rounds against Lucio Lopez from Argentina. That's in Cartagena, Colombia. In August the 1st, 1988, Miguel Happy Laura wins on points over 12 rounds against Albert Davila in Los Angeles. October 29th, 1988, Raul Perez from Mexico wins on points over 12 rounds against Miguel Happy Laura in Las Vegas. March the 9th, 1989, Raul Perez wins on points over 12 rounds against Lucio Lopez in Los Angeles. August 26th, 1989, Raul Perez wins by retirement in the 7th round against Cardenio Ula. That was in Santiago, Chile, I think. Yeah, Chile. So that's Chile. October the 23rd, 1989, Raul Perez wins on points over 12 rounds against Diego Avila from Mexico. That was in Los Angeles. Then January the 22nd, 1990, Raul Perez wins on points over 12 rounds against Gabby Gonzalez. That was in Los Angeles. May the 7th, 1990, Raul Perez wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the match against Gerardo Martinez from the US in Los Angeles. December the 17th, 1990, Raul Perez wins by KO in the 8th round against Chanquito Carmona from Mexico in Tijuana, Mexico. Going to go up. So we got February 1991. Greg Richardson from the US wins on points over 12 rounds against Raul Perez in Los Angeles. Then we got May the 20th, 1991. Greg Richardson wins on points over 12 rounds against Victor Rabanales from Mexico in Los Angeles. Then September the 19th, 1991. Joichiro Tatsuyashi from Japan wins by retirement in the 10th round against Greg Richardson in Tokyo, Japan. Then March 1992, Tatsuyashi relinquishes the title because of injury. So we go from there, but March the 16th, 1992, Victor Rabanales wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the fight against Luis Campo from Argentina. 4th round, referee stops the match in Tuxtla Gutiérrez, Mexico. Then July 27th, 1992, Victor Rabanales wins on points over 12 rounds against Chang Kyun-ui from Korea in Los Angeles. Then September the 17th, 1992, Victor Rabanales wins in the 9th round by referee stops the match against Joichiro Tatsuyashi from Japan in Osaka, Japan. January 25th, 1993, Victor Rabanales wins on points over 12 rounds against Dio Andegar from Philippines. 12 rounds points decision in Los Angeles. Then March the 28th, 1993, Jung Le-byung from Korea wins on points over 12 rounds against Victor Rabanales in Gyeongyang, Korea. So 28th of May 1993, Jung Le-byung, I'm going to call him Jung Le-byung wins on points over 12 rounds against Josefino Sares from Mexico in Seoul, Korea. Change this a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to go, yeah, December the 23rd, 1993, Yakushiji from Japan wins on points over 12 rounds against Jung Le-byung from Korea in Nagoya, Japan. So we got April the 16th, 1994, Yasei Yakushiji wins by a KO in the 10th round against Josefino Sares from Mexico in Nagoya, Japan. Then August the 1st, 1994, Yasui Yakushiji from Japan wins in the 11th round. Referee stops the match against Jung Le-byung from Korea in Nagoya, Japan. December the 4th, 1994, Yasui Yasui Yakushiji wins on points over 12 rounds against Yoshiro Tatsuyoshi. 12 rounds points decision in Nagoya, Japan. Then we've got April the 2nd, 1995, Yasui Yakushiji wins on points over 12 rounds against Kayetemok Gomez from Mexico. 12 rounds point decision in Nagoya, Japan. And then we got July the 30th, 1995, Wayne McCulloch, always call him McCulloch, but I'll probably got a butcher in his name, McLeod, from Ireland, wins on points against Yasui Yakushiji from Japan in Nagoya, Japan. Beats him on points. And I remember this one, I had this on DVD, I'll probably still have somewhere, or transferred it from VHS. December the 4th, 1995, Wayne McCulloch wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the fight against Johnny Bridell from Denmark. Tall, lanky fighter, awkward fighter. That's Belfast, Ireland. May 30th, 1996, Wayne McCulloch wins on points over 12 rounds against Jose Luis Bueno from Mexico in Dublin, Ireland. Then February 1997, Wayne McCulloch relinquishes the title to move up in weight. That's where he fought the likes of Naz, Hamid, etc. Went up a couple of weights there. So again, Surmonkul Singh Manasak from Thailand won the interim title, WBC title, on the 10th of August 1996 by KO against Jose Luis Bueno from in Phitsanulok, Thailand, confirmed as a new champion. February 15th, 1997, Surmonkul Singh Manasak from Thailand wins on points over 12 rounds against Jesus Sarabia from Mexico. That was in Nakhon Phanom, Thailand. Japan, April 26th, 1997, Surmonkul Singh Manasak from Thailand wins by KO in the 4th round against Javier Campanario from Spain in Phuket, Thailand. And then we got July the 4th, 1997, Surmonkul Singh Manasak from Thailand wins on points over 12 rounds against Victor Rabanales from Mexico in Patani, Thailand. November the 22nd, 1997, Yoshiro Tatsuyoshi from Japan wins. Referee stops the match against Surmonkul Singh Manasak. Doesn't say the round there, but he stops him in Osaka, Japan. March the 8th, 1998, Yoshiro Tatsuyoshi from Japan wins on points over 12 rounds against Jose Souza from Argentina and Yokohama, Japan. Then August the 22nd, 1998, Yoshiro Tatsuyoshi wins on a technical decision in the 7th round against Paulie Ayala from the US and Yokohama, Japan. December 31st, 1998, Veraful Safaprom from Thailand wins by KO in the 6th round against Yoshiro Tatsuyoshi in Osaka, Japan. Then there's a little bit of a rain. May the 21st, 1999, Verapul Safaprom wins in the 5th round by retirement against Muriel Blanc from Uruguay in Sariburi, Thailand. August 29th, 1999. Virapol Saphaprom from Thailand. Oh yeah, we've done that one. August 29th, 1999. Virapol Saphaprom wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the fight against Yoshiro Tatsuyoshi from Japan in Osaka, Japan. March the 10th, 2000. Virapol Saphaprom from Thailand wins on points over 12 rounds against Aiden Vargas from Mexico in Bangkok, Thailand. And then June the 25th, 2000, Virapol Saphaprom wins on points over 12 rounds against Toshiaki Nishioka from Japan in Takasago, Japan. Now, December the 5th, 2000, Virapol Saphaprom wins in the 5th round. Referee stops the fight against Oscar Arceniga from Mexico in Bangkok, Thailand. Then May the 14th, 2001, Virapol Saphaprom from Thailand wins by KO in the 3rd round against Ricardo Barajas from Mexico in Paris, France. Then January 11th, 2002, Virapol Saphaprom wins on points over 12 rounds against Sergio Perez from Mexico and Thani Yaburi, Thailand. And then we got May the 1st, 2002. Virapol Saphaprom from Thailand wins on points over 12 rounds against Julio Coronet from Colombia in Non-Faburi, Thailand. Then we got May the 1st, 2003. Virapol Saphaprom wins on points over 12 rounds against Hugo Dianzo from Mexico in Bangkok, Thailand. Then we got October the 4th, 2003. Virapol Saphaprom draws over 12 rounds against Toshiaki Nishioka from Japan in Tokyo, Japan. Then March the 6th, 2004. Virapol Saphaprom wins on points over 12 rounds against Toshiaki Nishioka from Japan in Saitama, Japan. May the 1st, 2004. So May the 1st, 2004. Virapol Saphaprom from Thailand wins on points over 12 rounds against Julia Cesar Avila from Mexico in Nonghai, Japan. And then we've got September 11th, 2004. Virapol Saphaprom wins on points over 12 rounds against Cecilio Santos from Mexico in Chianart, Japan. It's got quite a few there. Got how many defences did he have there? So we've got 1, 2, 3. 13 defences. Quite a little reign there. So April the 16th, 2005. Hozumi Hasegawa from Japan wins on points over 12 rounds against Virapol Saphaprom from Thailand in Tokyo, Japan. Then we got September the 25th, 2005. Hozumi Hasegawa wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the fight against Gerardo Martinez from Mexico and Yokohama, Japan. March the 25th, 2006. Hozumi Hasegawa wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the match against Virapol Saphaprom in Kobe, Japan. Then November the 13th, 2006, Hozumi Hasegawa wins on points over 12 rounds against Gennaro Garcia from Mexico in Tokyo, Japan. Then March the 3rd, 2007, Hozumi Hasegawa wins on points over 12 rounds against Simpiwi Vetyeka from South Africa in Tokyo, Japan. Then we got January the 10th, 2008. Hozumi Hasegawa wins on points over 12 rounds against Simone Maladrotto from Italy in Osaka, Japan. Then we got June the 12th, 2005. Hazumi Hasegawa wins in the second round. Referee stops the fight against Christian Facio from Uruguay in Tokyo, Japan. October the 16th, 2008. Hazumi Hasegawa from Japan wins in the second round against Alejandro Valdez from Mexico, Tokyo, Japan. So I'm going to go back a little bit. Yes, we're going to go. So yeah, there's a bit of a rain as well. Hasegawa. So March the 12th, 2009. Hazumi Hasegawa wins in the first round. Referee stops the match against Vusi Malinga from South Africa in Kobe, Japan. July the 14th, 2009. Hazumi Hasegawa wins in the first round again. Referee stops the match against Nestor Rocha from USA in Kobe, Japan. Then December the 18th, 2009. Hazumi Hasegawa wins in the fourth round. Referee stops the match against Alvaro Perez from Nicaragua in Kobe, Japan. So it's quite a run of knockouts there as well. Yes, so Alvaro Perez from Nicaragua gets stopped in the fourth round. So Hasegawa, he loses next one. How many title fights he has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And yeah, so 10 defences. Yeah, so yeah, same as Wilder at the moment, but no one mentions this guy. But again, I digress. So April the 30th, 2010, Fernando Montiel from Mexico wins in the fourth round. Referee stops the match in the fourth round against Hazumi Hasegawa from Japan in Japan. And then go from here. Yes, so July the 17th, 2010, Fernando Montiel from Mexico wins by KO in the third round against Rafael Concepcion from Panama in Tuxtla Gutierrez, Mexico. The WBA champion Donaire, shall I say, beat Montiel in a unification match and then relinquishes the WBC and WBO titles to box at super bantamweight. I think he did 5 weight divisions in the end, or was it 4? Can't remember now. But again, cracking fighter Donaire. So November the 6th, 2011, Shinsuke Yamanaka gets a bit of a reign. Again, they don't get their credit, these guys. Again, so again, from Japan, has a bit of a reign. Wins the 11th round. Referee stops the match against Christian Esquivel from Mexico in Tokyo, Japan. April the 6th, 2012, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins on points over 12 rounds against Vic Darchinian from Australia. I thought he was from somewhere else, but maybe he fought over there in the end, from one of the Eastern Bloc countries. But yeah, maybe he did, and he fought over there a bit like what's his name? Yeah. Anyway, I digress. November the 3rd, 2012. Shinsuke Yamanaka wins in the 7th round by KO against Thomas Rojas from Mexico in Sendai, Japan. April the 8th, 2013, Shinsuke Yamanaka I'll go through this one again. So, November 3rd, 2012, Shinsuke Yamanaka from Japan wins in the 7th round by KO against Thomas Rojes from Mexico in Sendai, Japan. And then we got April the 8th, 2013, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins in the 12th round. Referee stops the match against Malcolm Tanako from Philippines in Tokyo, Japan. August the 12th, 2013, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins by KO in the first round against Jose Neves from Puerto Rico in Tokyo, Japan. Then we got November the 10th, 2013, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins by KO in the 9th round against Alberto Guevara from Mexico in Tokyo, Japan. April the 23rd, 2014, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins in the 9th round. Actually, I'm going to go back because I'm not sure if I've got all these. So, August the 12th, 2013, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins by KO in the first round against Jose Neves from Puerto Rico in Tokyo, Japan. November the 10th, 2013, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins by KO in the 9th round against Alberto Guevara from Mexico in Tokyo, Japan. April the 23rd, 2014, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the match against Stefan Jamoy from Belarus or Belgium, one of the two. I would imagine that's Belarus, in Osaka, Japan. October the 22nd, 2014, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins on points over 12 rounds against Suryan Sorunsavai from Thailand, Tokyo, Japan. I remember him defeating the Chocolatito in the second match by KO, reminiscent of the Marquez, the full fight of Marquez and Pacquiao when he bangs Pacquiao out. Again, frightening KO, but I digress. So, Sorunsavai gets beaten over 12 rounds. And then the story goes, he was come off pretty much working in the tip, basically, to win the world title when he fought Chocolatito. But again, I digress. So, and getting his food from the tip, etc. So, April the 16th, 2015, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins in the 7th round by KO against Diego Ricardo Santillan from Argentina in Osaka, Japan. September the 22nd, 2015, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins on points over 12 rounds against Anselmo Moreno from Panama, Tokyo, Japan. March the 4th, 2016, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins on points over 12 rounds against Laborio Solis from Venezuela in Kyoto, Japan. September the 16th, 2016, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the match against Anselmo Moreno in Osaka, Japan. Then May the 2nd, 2017, Shinsuke Yamanaka wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the match against Carlos Carlson from Mexico in Tokyo, Japan. Then August the 15th, 2017, Luis Neri from Mexico wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the fight against Shinsuke Yamanaka in Kyoto, Japan. Lovely. So I'm going to come down the bottom to finish this page. WBC and WBO titles here. So February the 19th, 2011, Benito Donaire, I always call him Donaire, from the Philippines, wins in the 2nd round. Referee stops the match against Fernando Montiel. Las Vegas, Nevada, October the 22nd, 2011, Nonito Donaire wins on points over 12 rounds against Omar Andres Navarez from Argentina. New York, very underrated fighter him, cracking resume. But again, really good win for Donaire. Like I say, they don't get their full credit, these guys. Brilliant. So, we're going to go from here. IBF title now, so April the 6th, 1984, Satoshi Shingaki from Japan wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the match against Elmar Magalano from Philippines in Kashiwa, Japan for the vacant title. Then August the 2nd, 1984, Satoshi Shingaki wins on points over 15 rounds against Loves de la Paz from Philippines in Kashiwa, Japan. Then we got April the 26th, 1985, Jeff Fenech from Australia wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the fight against Satoshi Shingaki in Sydney. And again, I might be wrong, but I think he had him and Muang Saring from Thailand, two fighters who had the record of getting and winning the title in the shortest amount of fights. I know Leon Spinks did it in about 6 or 5 or 7. I think he fought Ali with 6 fights and won it. But again, he's up there, Jeff Fenech and Suang Mung Saring from Thailand, and Jeff Fenech. And then obviously Lomachenko later on beat them all to get the record there. So, August 23rd, 1985, Jeff Fenech wins by KO against Satoshi Shingaki from Japan in Sydney, Australia. Then December the 2nd, 1985, Jeff Fenech wins on points over 12 rounds against Jerome Coffey from the US in Sydney, Australia. Then July the 18th, 1986, Jeff Fenech wins in the 14th round. Referee stops the match against Steve McCrory from the US in Sydney, Australia. Then February 1987, Jeff Fenech relinquishes the title challenge for the WBC Super Bantamweight. He went up quite a few divisions, Jeff Fenech, in the end. Ex-rugby player, turned boxer. So, May the 15th, 1987, Calvin Seabrooks from the US wins by KO in the 5th round against Miguel Machorana from Colombia. And that was in Cartagena, Colombia for the vacant title. Then July the 4th, 1987, Calvin Seabrooks wins a no contest against Thierry Jacob from France in Calais, France. Then November the 18th, 1987, Calvin Seabrooks wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the fight against Ernie Cacciuna from Philippines in San Cataldo, Italy. So February the 6th, 1988, Calvin Seabrooks wins in the 2nd round. Referee stops the fight, and the referee stops the match in the 2nd round against Fernando Beltran from Mexico in Paris, France. July the 9th, 1988, Orlando Gonzalez. He has a bit of a reign. I remember him fights with Billy Hardy and other ones. From Sunderland, Billy Hardy, fought him twice. We'll come up with that in a minute. But again, referee stops the fight. He wins the fight, wins the match. Orlando Gonzalez from US wins in the 15th round against Calvin Seabrooks in Atlantic City, New Jersey. 15 rounds, referee stops the match. That was July the 9th, 1988. Then November the 29th, 1988, Orlando Gonzalez wins by KO in the 1st round against Jimmy Navarro from the US in San Antonio, Texas. June 24th, 1989, Orlando Gonzalez wins in the 11th round. Referee stops the match. Referee stops the match against Calvin Seabrooks, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Then January 24th, 1990, Orlando Canzales wins on points over 12 rounds against Billy Hardy from England in Sunderland, England. Again, I thought that was a close fight, that one, when I watched it. It actually made his eyes swell up, Billy Hardy. He done a really good job from Sunderland. But in the second fight, it was a different game altogether. He was on his game, Canzales. So, June the 10th, 1990, Orlando Canzales wins. In the second round, referee stops the match against Paul Gonzalez from the US in El Paso. August the 14th, 1990, Orlando Gonzalez wins in the fifth round. Referee stops the match against Eddie Rangel from the US in Saratoga Springs. May the 4th, 1991, Orlando Canzales wins in the eighth round. Referee stops the match against Billy Hardy, Laredo, Texas. That was home ground there. September the 22nd, 1991, Orlando Canzales wins on points over 12 rounds against Fernie Morales from the US in Indio. Then we got December the 21st, 1991, Orlando Canzales wins an 11th round. Referee stops the match against Ray Minus in Laredo, Texas. April the 23rd, 1992, Orlando Canzales wins in the 12th round. Referee stops the match in Francisco Alvarez, Colombia in Paris, France. September the 18th, 1992, Orlando Canzales wins on points over 12 rounds against Samuel Duran from the Philippines in Bozeman. March the 27th, 1993, Orlando Canzales wins in the 11th round by retirement against Clarence Bones Adams in the US. 11 rounds by retirement. That was Evian Les Bains, France. That was in January 19th, 1993. Orlando Canzales wins and he doesn't win because it's a no contest against Derek Whiteboy from South Africa, or Whitboy from South Africa in Houston, Texas. Then November the 20th, 1993, Orlando Canzales wins on points over 12 rounds against Juvenal Berrio from Colombia in Hamanskrow. February 26th, 1994, Orlando Canzales wins in the fourth round. Referee stops the match against Gerardo Martinez from the US in San Jose. June 7th, 1994, Orlando Canzales wins by KO in the fifth round against Rolando Bohol from the Philippines. I remember him when he fought Duke McKenzie in South Pard Island, Texas. October the 15th, 1994, Orlando Canzales wins on points over 12 rounds against Sergio Reis from the US in Laredo, Texas. And in 1994, Canzales relinquishes the title. January 21st, 1995, Harold Meester from Colombia wins in the eighth round. Referee stops the match against Juvenal Berrio from Colombia in Cartagena, Colombia. April the 29th, 1995, Mabulelo Botil from South Africa wins by KO in the second round against Harold Mester from Johannesburg. Then July the 4th, 1995, Mabulo Botil wins on points over 12 rounds against Sam Stewart in Libya, Hammanskraal, South Africa. Then November the 25th, 1995, Mabulo Botil from South Africa wins by KO against Reynaldo Hurtado from Colombia in East London. East London, South Africa. this over here, get this full page in. So April the 2nd, 1996, Mibubo Tile from South Africa wins by KO in the 11th round against Ansi Judion from Hawaii in Providence, Rhode Island. Then we got June the 29th, 1996, Mibubo Tile from South Africa wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the match against Marion Arlos from Philippines and Alice, South Africa. November the 29th, 1996, Mibubo Tile wins on points over 12 rounds against Aristide Clayton from the US in Baton Rouge. Then we got July the 19th, 1997, Tim Austin wins from the US, referee stops the match in the 8th round against Mibubo Tile from Nashville, Tennessee. That was in Nashville, Tennessee. Again, not the Tim Austin that fought at heavyweight, to be confused with that one, a different Tim Austin. He was more like a fringe contender, or maybe, yeah, but again, I digress. So, March 28th, 1998, Tim Austin wins in the 2nd round. Referee stops the match against Paul Lloyd from England in Hull, England. Then you got May the 30th, 1998, Tim Austin wins in the 3rd round. Referee stops the match against Adrian Kaspari, and it's from Indonesia, I imagine, or India, I'm not too sure. Las Vegas, Nevada. Then we got March 27th, 1999, Tim Austin wins by KO in the 9th round against Sergio Aguila from Mexico in Miami, Florida. December the 18th, 1999, Tim Austin wins. Referee stops the match in the 1st round against Bernardo Mendoza from Chile. I think that's Chile, or it's not China, it's Chile, I'm sure. That's in Romanonsonville. August 11th, 2000, Tim Austin wins on points over 12 rounds against Arthur Johnson from the US in Las Vegas, Nevada. Then March the 3rd, 2001, Tim Austin wins in the 6th round. Referee stops the match against Jesus Perez from Colombia in Las Vegas. Then June the 16th, 2001, Tim Austin wins in the 6th round against Steve Dotz from Ghana in Cincinnati, Ohio. December the 15th, 2001, Tim Austin wins on points against Ratanachai Sorvorapin from Thailand over 12 rounds in Uncaseville. July the 27th, 2002, Tim Austin wins in the 10th round. Referee stops the match against Aiden Vargas from Mexico in Las Vegas, Nevada. Then February the 15th, 2003, Rafael Marquez from Mexico wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the match against Tim Austin in Las Vegas, Nevada. October the 4th, 2003, Rafael Marquez wins on points over 12 rounds against Mauricio Pastrana from Colombia, 12 rounds points in Los Angeles. January the 31st, 2004, Rafael Marquez wins in the 2nd round against Peter Frezina from the US in Phoenix, Arizona. Then July the 31st, 2004, Rafael Marquez wins by KO in the 3rd round against Heriberto Ruiz from Mexico in Las Vegas, Nevada. Then November the 27th, 2004, Rafael Marquez wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the match against Mauricio Pastrana from Colombia. That's in Las Vegas, Nevada. May the 29th, 2005, Rafael Marquez wins on points over 12 rounds against Ricardo Vargas from Mexico in Los Angeles. Then November the 5th, 2005, Rafael Marquez wins in the 4th round against Silence Myabusa from South Africa in State Line, Nevada. August the 5th, 2006, Rafael Marquez wins in the 9th round by retirement against Silence Myabusa, State Line, Nevada. Marquez relinquishes the title on becoming WBC Super Bantamweight Champion. July the 7th, 2007, Luis Alberto Perez from Nicaragua wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the match against Genaro Garcia from Mexico in Bridport for the vacant title. Then September 29th, 2007, Joseph Agbeko from Ghana wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the match against Luis Alberto Perez in Sacramento. December 11th, 2008, Joseph Agbeko wins on points over 12 rounds against William Gonzalez from Nicaragua in Newark, New Jersey. July the 11th, 2009, Joseph Agbeko wins on points over 12 rounds against Vic Darchinian from Armenia in Sunrise, Florida. Then October 31st, 2009, Johnny Perez from Colombia wins on points over 12 rounds against Joseph Agbeko in Las Vegas, Nevada. May the 22nd, 2010, Johnny Perez draws with Abner Mars from Mexico in Los Angeles. Then December 11th, 2010, Joseph Agbeko from Ghana wins on points over 12 rounds against Johnny Perez in Tacoma, Washington. August the 13th, 2011, Abner Mars wins on points over Joseph Agbeko, 12 rounds points decision, Las Vegas, Nevada. December the 3rd, 2011, Abner Mars wins on points over 12 rounds again against Joseph Agbeko. This was in Anaheim. Mars will relinquish the title to box at Super Bantam last 4. So June the 2nd, 2012, Leo Santa Cruz from Mexico wins on points over 12 rounds against Vusi Malinga from South Africa in Carson. And then September the 15th, 2012, Leo Santa Cruz wins in the 5th round. Referee stops the match against Eric Morel in Las Vegas. November the 10th, 2012, Leo Santa Cruz wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the match in the 9th round against Victor Valletta from Mexico, Los Angeles. December the 15th, 2012, Leo Santa Cruz wins on points over 12 rounds against Alberto Guevara from Mexico in Los Angeles, California. Leo Santa Cruz vacated the title. Bang, gonna leave it there. It's the end of the 4th Super Bantamweight, should I say, boxing title history videos. 5th coming next, bang.